Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So Bitcoin took a dip and the alts felt even harder than Bitcoin. But for me, this was a buying opportunity. I got paid today and I was waiting, just waiting. I was like, please keep these prices down until I'm able to DCA. So I DCA'd into three projects today. One is Bitcoin and the other two we'll talk about. And, at my age, I'm middle age. I can't take on that much risk, although I do play with memes and some low caps as well. But my main focus on right now is going to be these blue chip coins that I know that I'm guaranteed a return. And I think it's just the beginning. So right now, these dips, especially during bull runs, if you look at historical charts, they're normal. So I took advantage and I bought some more Bitcoin and I bought some more alts as well. And we'll get into that. So guys, let's get into that. Hope you like the video. I hope everyone's staying positive out there. We're so close, guys. So close. Don't give up. Still continue to DCA. Take these opportunities to get in at better positions, increase your return on investment. But things will be much better, guys. I see this as buying opportunity. I'm not swayed whatsoever. All right. So let's get into what's going on. Looking at the prices, you would swear that we are in extreme fear right now, but we're still in greed. Still greed. People still feel pretty good about the space, right? We're not in extreme greed here where it's dark green. We're still here, teetering on neutral, but we're still in a good spot. And I think things will turn around, especially in a couple of weeks. If we look at the price of Bitcoin, we're at 95,000. We ticked down to about 91, but I think that's where the support is. If we look here, you see here, we ticked down here about 90 briefly. And then we went back up here. So 91.3, that's the support. And now we're right back up at 95. So I think, a lot of things as to reasons why this thing went down. Anything under 100,000 on DCAing, people way much more wealth than me and you are still DCAing in the Bitcoin when it's over 100,000. So that should raise some alarm bells as to why these people still DCAing into something. They know where this thing is going, and I hope you understand as well. But no need to fret, because if you look just in November, right? Just in November, just looking at this chart here, we were nowhere in the 90s, nowhere at all, right? So, just take advantage. You got to look at things, zoom out, like they always say, when you want to get perspective on things. And we're in a good spot. Here in October, we were what? Very low prices, right? So, come on, let's chill. September 63,000, October 63,000, and right after the election results, that's when things started taking off. And that, is going to lead me into the reason why I think we've gone down a little bit, and it's going to be the reason we go up again as well. But looking at the space in general, we see we have a crypto market cap of 3.3 trillion, down 2%. Bitcoin dominance is still high, 56.6. ETH dominance at 12.1. And just, Bitcoin for the past 24 hours is down about almost 2%. ETH down 1.3%. XRP is up 3.1%, and I'll talk about why. Solana's down 1.1%, but it was ripping before everything started going down. And we'll get into all those things. So let's look at coin shares, looking at the week ending last week. Where was smart money buying? Hedge funds, institutions, and the like. We see that Bitcoin had an outflow. This is week ending January 3rd. So Bitcoin did have an outflow. People were selling. It's to be expected, right? ETH had a big outflow of 49 million. We see that Solana had an outflow of 400,000. XRP had an inflow of 5.7. And XRP is one of the alts that I purchased. I did buy some XRP today. Litecoin had an inflow of 300,000. I like Litecoin. ADA had a inflow of 300,000. Chainlink had an inflow of 100,000. So it's the beginning. People are, taking a look at the taxes, tax harvesting, moving money around. But things will get a lot hotter. But we have some hurdles. Hurdle number one is the Fed officials. The Fed minutes came out, and basically a summary of their meeting. And they have concerns about the incoming president's policies, specifically the tariffs. And they believe that the tariffs will impact inflation negatively, meaning that they starting to feel that inflation was coming down, at least in their view. I don't feel it. I know you don't feel it. If you're here in the US, you don't feel it. But now they think these terrorists here are just gonna, all the good work that they think they've done is just gonna unravel all of that, and things are gonna go back higher. And so that is having the market think that maybe we won't get as many rate cuts as we thought we were gonna get, because they're saying, hey, things are looking kind of spooky. Let's just wait and see. So let's slow down our aggressive stance on cutting rates. And that is evident if we look at the Fed watch. The probability of the next rate cut meeting, January 29th, is that there will be no cut. It's just going to remain the same. So 95.2 are predicting that it's going to remain the same, no rate cuts for January. That's going to suck, specifically for people trying to buy homes, with the mortgage rates are still high as hell over here. And also the credit card rates, over 25% interest rates. And a lot of people are defaulting on just minimum payments, paying credit cards. So there's a lot of bad, nasty stuff happening. And that's why at my age, I always DCA into Bitcoin. That's the safest thing. And I think it's just going to appreciate in time. It's going to go crazy. And these other alts that I'm going to talk about as well, I think they're going to do well. But that's what's going on. And that's why the markets in tech, crypto, that's why I went down. But there's a bit of a rebound right now. So we'll see what happens. And I asked Grok, if you guys don't use Grok on Twitter or X, it's pretty cool. The AI. And I asked, what would the impact of the tariffs have on the economy? And it says goods, especially from China, have been shown to increase for American consumers. Studies indicate that the tariffs implemented between 2018 and 2020, this is when he was in office previously, raised consumer prices, with some estimates suggesting an average cost per U.S. household between $500 to $1,700 annually. These tariffs often resulted in higher costs for imported goods, which were then passed on to consumers, effectively acting as a tax increase on everyday items. Then it goes on to say how the tariffs can impact employment, economic growth and GDP, global trade, and retaliation, basically tit for tat. Hey, you charge terrorists, I'm gonna charge terrorists, and all of that. So that's why the Fed's uneasy about where this is going, where inflation's going. They just want to wait and see. And again, this is all speculation. He did it before. Who's to say that he's going to do it again this year or when he's in office? But we'll see. But that's the reason why markets are uneasy. Additionally, there were some longs being liquidated. So you have the likes of Binance and all these exchanges going after the longs, and that brought the price of Bitcoin down as well. So there are reasons for why the price of Bitcoin and alts went down. It's not because we're in crypto winter. No, we're not there yet. All indications, historical patterns show that we are still on the up and up. And that's why I bought more Bitcoin, just like this man and his company did. He's just going crazy. Every week it seems that he's buying more and more and more. MicroStrategy have acquired another 1,070 Bitcoin, or 100 million, at 94,000 per Bitcoin. To date, they have 470 Bitcoin acquired at 27.9 billion. Average 62,500 per Bitcoin. Smart man, rich man. What does he know that you and I don't know? We're thinking, oh man, anything under 90 or over 90,000, 100,000 is too much to buy. I can't do that. Let me get into some alts. He doesn't care. Whatever the price is, he's buying, he's buying, he's buying. And if I don't know if you've noticed lately, and during crypto winter, he was always like stoic, stone faced, not really smiling. This Joker cannot stop smiling now. He's smiling all the time. He's rubbing elbows with the president to be, his son rather. They're talking, so he knows something. He knows what's coming down the pipeline. And could it be states in the U.S.? They're looking to have some reserves. We have Texas, Pennsylvania's another one, Florida's another one. We have sovereign states, sovereign countries doing the same thing. El Salvador, we'll get into that. He knows where this is headed. And if U.S. by chance were to have Bitcoin as a strategic reserve, other countries will follow. I mean, we're the leader, one of the world leaders out there. And if we do it, I'm pretty sure everyone's going to follow, because they don't want to be left behind economically. So I don't know. And just here, I'm not going to go through all of this. You can check HODL Top 70 and you can see all the companies that are holding Bitcoin on their balance sheet. Companies that you're very familiar with, but the list is just growing. It's only going to get bigger as the year goes on. 2025 is going to be a big year for Bitcoin and crypto. Going to be huge. Also, El Salvador, I just talked about. They just recently bought $1 million worth of Bitcoin for their strategic reserve. It's going to happen. What happens if Argentina, Brazil, one of these big South American countries start doing it? China, Russia. So XRP, I got into this one as well today. I DCA'd. And it's for the longest time I wasn't an XRP guy, but you can't help but see the writing on the wall. This guy, Brett Garlinghouse, CEO of Ripple Labs, is doing all the right things. He's on the end with the incoming administration. He has Payment Ledger. It's a US company, and I can see XRP doing something this year. It's going to be huge. They will surpass their all-time high of $3 or whatever it was. It's going to be much higher than that. I can see it hitting $5, and from its current price of $2. And if you look at everything here that's been going down for the past, 7 days, XRP is strong. It's still holding that $2 mark. The likes of Hedera and Cardano, which are the three that's, the big three kind of affiliated with the incoming administration, it's been the strongest out of the three. And XRP army is huge. I don't know if you heard the story, but I was at a cheer competition for my daughter's competition, and this guy maybe three rows down was on his phone, and then he went to his Robinhood account, and the two cryptos he looked at was Dogecoin and XRP. And then I had another thing still cheer related. I'm talking to another dad on my daughter's cheer team, and we started talking crypto. Have you heard of Bitcoin? He said, "No, I don't have much of it, but a friend told me about XRP, and I still have it, and it hasn't been going up lately." And I said, "Hey, you may want to check your wallet now recently because it is going up." Everyone's heard of XRP. Crypto's not even fully embraced yet, but XRP has a ring to it. The community is strong. And, Garlinghouse is doing all the right things. They have a stable coin now. They're trying to get into smart contracts. Watch out for XRP. I think XRP is a good thing, and that's why I DCA today into XRP. So far, I got into Bitcoin, XRP today, and the last one is Solana. And yes, I know the prices are high, but Solana under 200 is a good for me. I think Solana could hit 500 or even higher than that. And, they have some big news. If you look at all the metrics, daily active addresses, if you look at their TVL, they're coming up. They're second only to Ethereum, I believe. And they're just killing it. The DEX volume's out of control. They're doing most of the transactions on crypto. It's through their DEX. It's through the Solana ecosystem. And just breaking, it said that the Solana Foundation is ramping up the Jump Fire Dancer testing. They want to move forward towards their mainnet. Now, if this thing launches, this is going to help their scaling, their speed and finality. It pretty much is going to be the fastest L1 out there. Fastest L1 that people are using. So watch out for that. Also, there's a company called Soul Strategies that just announced, it's a Canadian company, that just how Michael Saylor, how he's investing into Bitcoin, they're investing into Solana. And they just announced $25 million to purchase Solana tokens. Solana tokens. So you add that, the metrics we all talked about, then you add this, we look at Polymarket, and Polymarket's on point for predictions. Very, very strong indicator for predictions. There's a 74% chance that a Solana spot ETF will be approved in 2025. So you add this, and this company is still going. They're just going to keep on buying. And then you add a spot ETF for Solana. You add a bullish altcoin market. The price of Solana is going to go high, high, and high. That's why those are the three I bought today. I bought Bitcoin, and I bought XRP, and I bought some more Solana under $200. For me, that's good. I feel good about it. I can sleep great at night, and I'm just going to wait. And every opportunity, every dip, I'm buying and buying and buying. Guys, I hope you take this as a good thing. It's not a bad thing. There's reasonings for why the thing dipped. Bull market's not over. I'm still bullish as hell. Hope you are too. Thank you for spending your time with me. And until next time, bye. Be strong, guys. Be strong.